everyone, welcome to Power Yoga. My name's Ashley and I'll be taking you through this practice. Today we're going to focus on the hips, quads, hamstrings, and glutes. I like to call this a Tina Belcher flow. If you're not familiar with Tina Belcher, you're welcome. There are 10 seasons of Bob's Burgers on Hulu and elsewhere on the internet. So let's go ahead and get started wherever you feel like. Maybe you come forward and through, hands and knees, sinking the hips back towards the heels, coming into a child's pose. Maybe you come onto your back or your side or your stomach, or a comfortable seated position. Whatever feels good for you. Maybe you softly close the eyes, taking a moment just to settle in here in this space. Noticing what parts of your body are connected with the mat. Making a promise to yourself to take this next hour just to focus on the four corners of your mat. Remain present throughout this practice. Calm the mind. Bring awareness to the body. Coming in for that full body scan. Checking in with the crown of the head. Noticing how the jaw feels, if it's clenched. Bringing your awareness to the neck and the tops of the shoulders. Checking in with the arms. Noticing how the biceps and the triceps feel. The forearms, the wrists. Taking a moment to focus on the hands and the fingertips. Now bringing your awareness to your spine. Checking in with the upper back, middle back, and lower back. Noticing how the hips feel. Honoring any differences between right and left sides. Checking in with the quads and the hamstrings, the knees. Bring awareness to the shins and the calves. And then finally acknowledging the ankles, the feet, and the toes. Taking a moment to honor any areas of tightness or tension throughout the body. And seeing if maybe you can start to soften in those spaces. Taking this time now to draw your attention to the pace and depth of your natural breath. Maybe your inhales and exhales have started to become a little longer, a little more intentional. And we'll start to build the breath together. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, filling up fully, completely. Exhale, deep sigh out the mouth, let it go. Second round, deep inhale through the nose, shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, deep sigh out the mouth, push the shoulders down the back. Third round, inhale through the nose, filling up that full capacity of the lungs. And exhale, deep sigh out the mouth, let it go. This time, we'll take a deep inhale through the nose. And if you'd like, closing the mouth, constricting the back of the throat, sighing the breath back out the nose. Maybe you come to that Ujjayi breath, that audible, powerful, ocean-like breath that we'll use throughout this practice. Maybe you take a moment to set an intention or a dedication for this class. Maybe you just take a moment to thank your body for all that it does for you. If you're on your back with your next inhale, bringing the arms up overhead, maybe straightening out through the legs, pointing down through the toes. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest, giving yourself a big squeeze. If you're in a child's pose or a seated position, slowly coming forward and through to hands and knees, that tabletop position. If you're still on your back, maybe rocking forward and back the length of the spine, gaining enough momentum to meet in that tabletop pose. We'll all come to meet on hands and knees. Taking a moment to start that playlist if you'd like. And we'll settle into this space, moving however your body sees fit. Maybe swaying out through the hips, shaking the head, bending the elbows. Eventually, we'll come back through to stillness, checking to make sure that the shoulders are stacked over the wrists, hips stacked over the knees, pushing weight into the palms to find a slight rounding of the upper back. And we'll start to link breath with movement. Taking an inhale to let the low belly fall, tipping up the tailbone, maybe the gaze lifts. Exhale to round in, pushing weight into the palms. Inhale to open up through the chest, arching through the back. Exhale to round in, tucking the tailbone towards the mat. Inhale to open up through the front side body. And exhale to round in, stretching through the back side body. Taking 3 more rounds at the pace and measure of your own breath. Maybe you softly close the eyes since we're working close to the mat. After you finish that 3rd round, we'll take an inhale to come back to that neutral tabletop pose. And then step the right toes back, coming onto the ball of the right foot, getting into that quad stretch. Maybe taking a few breaths to find some movement in the wrists and that right ankle. With your next inhale, we'll come to stabilize, lifting the right toes off the mat, keeping the hips squared so they're parallel to the mat. And exhale, extend that left arm out long, coming in for this awkward spinal balance. Bringing some movement into this, taking an inhale to find length. Exhale, crunch knee and elbow towards the midline. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to So with an inhale, extending the left leg out long, coming onto the ball of the left foot, taking a moment to find some movement through the wrist and that left ankle. And then stabilizing here into this pose, taking an inhale to lift the left leg high, keeping the hips squared. And exhale, extend that right arm long, finding length, engaging through the core so the back doesn't belly out and arch. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, crunch knee and elbow towards the midline. Inhale to find length. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to find length. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to find length. And exhale, bring a bend to that right elbow. Bring a bend to the left knee so the arm and the leg are sweeping out to the side. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, crunch elbow and knee in. Inhale to open. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to open. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to open. Exhale, drop that right palm and left knee again. Maybe you take a child's pose. Maybe you come off of the wrist. Coming back to that tabletop pose one more time. Finding 2 rounds of cat-cows. Taking an inhale to let the low belly fall. Tipping up the tailbone, lifting the gaze. Exhale to round in. Again, inhale to open up through the chest. And exhale to round in, stretching the spine. Taking an inhale to come back to that neutral spine. We'll tuck all 10 toes onto the mat. And exhale, send the hips up and back, coming into that first downward facing dog. Finding a lot of movement when you get here, pedaling out through the feet, shaking the head, maybe lifting a leg. Settling into the space. Eventually coming back through to stillness. Pushing weight into the palms, trying to send the hips up and towards the back of the room. Pushing the heels down towards the mat, doesn't matter if they touch. And we'll take a cleansing breath here. Deep inhale through the nose, filling up fully, completely. Exhale, deep sigh out the mouth, let it go. Next inhale, we'll rise to the tiptoes, shifting the weight forward, taking the gaze forward. Exhale, bring a bend to the knees, sinking the hips back towards the heels, and step or hop your feet to the top of the mat, coming into that first forward fold. Taking a moment just to let the top half of the body hang. Releasing through the neck and the spine. Maybe you bring a soft bend to the knees. Maybe you clasp for opposite elbows and take a slight sway with the top half of the body. Eventually, we'll come back through to stillness. Bringing the hands towards the shins or the feet. Inhale to rise up halfway, finding length. Exhale to fold in deeper. Grounding down through the feet, strong through the thighs. Inhale to rise, bringing the arms up overhead. Maybe the gaze lifts. Exhale, pushing the palms together. Hands meet at heart center. Inhale to bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, right arm down, right thigh, left arm overhead. Inhale to come back through to center, arms up by the ears. And exhale, left arm down, left thigh, right arm overhead. Inhale to come back through to center. Maybe you take a slight back bend. And exhale to bend at the waist, coming into a forward fold. Inhale to rise up halfway, finding length. Exhale to fold in deeper, circle with that right foot, bringing the right leg around, trying to crunch that right foot towards the right arm, bringing it back towards that left leg. Inhale to come back to three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, bring a bend to the right knee, opening up through the hip. Inhale to straighten the right leg, squaring the hips towards the mat. And exhale, bring the right knee towards the nose, stepping the foot up towards the hands, keeping the palms planted on either side of that right foot. Inhale to shift the weight into the right foot. Exhale, lift the left leg high for standing split. Bringing a bend to the right knee, left knee comes behind the right. Inhale to lift the right arm high for the twist. Exhale, right palm plants, and inhale to straighten both legs for standing split. Taking 3 rounds of leg lifts here. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, lower a little. Trying to make sure that you keep the hips square to the mat, not letting the leg fly out to the side. Really working to engage through the glutes and the hamstrings. Inhale to lift the leg. Exhale, lower. 3 more rounds. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take a bend to the right knee. Step the left foot back. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left leg high. Three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, making a circle with that left foot. Crunching the left foot towards the left arm. Sweeping the left foot back towards the right foot. And inhale. Sweep the left arm back left leg, back once more. Exhale, take a bend to the left knee, turning the hips towards the left. Inhale to straighten the left leg. And exhale, bring the left knee towards the nose, stepping the foot up towards the hands, keeping the palms surrounding that left foot. Inhale, shift the weight into the left leg. Exhale, lift that right leg high for standing split. Taking a bend to the left knee, bringing the right knee behind the left. Inhale to lift the left arm high. Exhale, left palm plants, and inhale to straighten both legs once again. Coming in for those crunches. Inhale, lift, not crunches, leg lifts. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take a bend to the left knee. Step the right toes back. Step the left toes back to meet the right. Taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Finding 3 rounds of breath here. This is our first warm-up flow. Feeling free to add in or take out anything that doesn't suit you. Knowing that child's pose or another restorative posture is always available throughout this practice. Next inhale, we'll rise up onto the tiptoes, shifting the weight forward, taking the gaze forward. Exhale, bring a bend to the knees, sink the hips back towards the heels, and then step or hop your feet to the top of the mat, coming to meet in a forward fold. Inhale to rise up halfway. Exhale to fold in deeper. Grounding down through the legs. Inhale to rise, bringing the arms up overhead. Maybe the gaze lifts. Exhale, pushing the palms together. Hands come through to heart center. Inhale to bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, take a side bend to the right. Left arm overhead. that plank pose. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Right side, inhale to lift that right leg high. Exhale, making a circle with the right foot, crunching it down towards the right arm, sweeping it past the left foot, and inhale to lift the right leg up for three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, take a bend to the right knee, opening the hips up towards the right. Inhale to straighten the right leg, squaring the hips towards the mat. And exhale, crunch the right knee towards the nose, stepping the foot up towards the hands, keeping the palms planted on either side of that right foot. Inhale, shift the weight to the right leg. Exhale, lift that left leg high for standing split. Take a bend to the right knee, bring the left knee behind the right. Inhale to lift the right arm high. Exhale, right palm plants, and inhale to straighten both legs for standing split. Coming in for those leg lifts. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 2 more rounds. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, take a bend to the right knee. Step the left toes back. Right toes step back to meet the left. Taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Left side, inhale to lift the left leg high. Exhale, making a circle with that left leg, crunching the foot towards the arm, sweeping the left foot back by the right, and inhale to come back into three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, take a bend to the left knee, opening the hips up towards the left. Inhale to straighten the left leg, squaring the hips towards the mat. And exhale, crunch the left knee towards the nose, stepping the foot up towards the hands, keeping the palms planted. Inhale, shift the weight into the left leg. Exhale, lift the right leg high for standing split. Taking a bend to the left knee, right knee comes behind the left. Inhale to lift the left arm high. Exhale, left palm plants, and inhale to straighten both legs. Coming in for those leg lifts. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. 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 Last round. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, take a bend to the left knee, step the right toes back. Left foot steps back to meet the right, taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Finding those 3 rounds of breath. We have just 1 more round of this first warm-up flow. Next inhale, we'll rise onto the tiptoes, shifting the weight forward, taking the gaze forward. Exhale, bring a bend to the knees, sink the hips back towards the heels, and step or hop your feet to the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Inhale to rise up halfway, finding length. Exhale to fold in deeper. Grounding down through the feet, inhale to rise, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come through to heart center. Inhale to bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to come back through to center, arms up by the ears. And exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale to come back through to center. Maybe you take a slight back bend, opening up through the chest. And exhale to bend at the waist, coming into a forward fold. Inhale to rise up halfway. Exhale to fold in deeper, plant the palms, step the feet back, meeting in that plank pose. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the right leg high. Exhale, make a circle with that right leg, bringing the right foot towards the right arm. Sweeping by that left foot and coming back around to three-legged downward facing dog. One more time, sweeping the leg around, bringing it forward towards the hand, sweeping it back towards the foot, and inhale to come back to that three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, take a bend to the right knee, opening up through the hips. Inhale to straighten the right leg, squaring the hips towards the mat. And exhale, track the right knee down the midline, stepping the foot up towards the hands, keeping the palms planted. Inhale to shift the weight into the right foot. Exhale, lift the left leg high for standing split. Take a bend to the right knee, bring the left knee behind the right, and inhale to lift the right arm high. Exhale, right palm plants, and inhale to straighten both legs for standing split. Coming in for those 5 leg lifts. If you'd like, maybe you add a hop after each lift. Inhale, lift. Maybe you hop. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lift. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take a bend to the right knee. Step the left foot back. Right foot steps back to meet the left, meeting in that plank. Taking an inhale here. And exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Left side, inhale to lift the left leg high. Exhale, make a circle with that left leg, bringing the left foot up towards the left hand. Sweeping the foot back past the right foot, coming back into downward facing dog. One more round, circling that left leg around. And inhale to come back to three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, take a bend to the left knee, opening up through the hips. Inhale to straighten the left leg, squaring the hips towards the mat. And exhale, bring the left knee towards the nose, stepping the foot up towards the hands, keeping the palms surrounding that left foot. Inhale, shift the weight into the left foot. Exhale, lift that right leg high for standing split. Take a bend to the left knee, bring the right knee behind the left. Inhale to lift the left arm high. Exhale, left palm plants. Inhale to straighten both legs for standing split. Coming in for those leg lifts. Again, maybe you take little hops if you'd like to work on that. Inhale, lift. Maybe you hop. Inhale, lift, or hop. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take a bend to the left knee. Step the right toes back. Left toes step back to meet the right. Taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, filling up fully, completely. Exhale, deep sigh out the mouth, let it go. Taking a moment to drop it down onto the knees. Maybe taking a child's pose or another restorative posture. Giving a moment to let the heart rate slow. Maybe taking some time to take a full body scan. Noticing what might have changed throughout the mind or the body compared to the beginning of class. And over the course of the next 3 to 5 breaths, we'll come back to meet in that downward facing dog. Getting ready for our second and final warm-up flow. Maybe you take a few rounds of cat-cows, bringing mobility back into the spine. Finding movement. We'll come in for 3 cleansing breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, filling up fully, completely. Exhale, deep sigh out the mouth, let it go. Second round, deep inhale through the nose, filling the lungs, expand. And exhale, deep sigh out the mouth, let it go. Next, inhale through the nose, filling up all the way to the tops of the shoulders. Holding at the top for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale, sigh out the mouth, let it go. Next, inhale, lift the right leg high for 3-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, keeping the right leg straight, crunching the right leg forward. Inhale, sweep the right leg up and back, 3-legged downward facing dog. And exhale, crunch the right knee down the midline, stepping the foot up towards the hand, staying on the ball of that left foot. As you're ready, inhale to rise up halfway, sweeping the arms back. Exhale, opens you up towards the left side, fanning the arms open, pivoting and planting on that left foot. Keeping a strong bend in that right knee, arms to a strong T. Inhale, slight reach forward. Exhale, right forearm on top of right thigh. Inhale to bring the left arm overhead. For now, exhale, bring the hands down to surround the right foot. Right foot steps back to meet the left, taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, trying to keep the left leg straight, crunching the foot up towards the nose. Inhale, sweep the left leg up and back. And exhale, this time track the knee down the midline, stepping the foot up towards the hand, staying on the ball of the right foot. As you're ready, inhale to rise up, sweeping the arms back. Exhale, cartwheel, open the hands, pivot and plant that right foot, arms to a strong T, keeping a bend in that left knee. Inhale, slight reach forward. Exhale, left forearm on top of left thigh. Inhale to bring the right arm overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down to surround the left foot. Left foot steps back to meet the right, taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or to a low push-up, elbows shave the ribs. Pushing weight into the palms, taking an inhale to find a back bend. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Finding 3 rounds of breath. We'll keep adding on a few poses with each round. Next, inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, keeping the right leg straight, crunching the right foot up towards the nose. Inhale, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, crunch the right knee towards the midline, stepping the foot towards the hand, staying on the ball of the left foot. Inhale to lift the torso off the thighs, sweeping the thighs back. Exhale, cartwheel, open the hands to the left, pivoting and planting that left foot, arms to a strong T. Inhale, slight reach forward. Exhale, right forearm on top of right thigh. Inhale to bring the left arm overhead. Adding on from here, exhale, right palm plants in front of that right foot, shifting the weight into the right foot and the right palm. Inhale to lift the left arm and the left leg high for half moon. Exhale, squaring the hips towards the mat, hands come through to heart center for warrior 3. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, take a bend to the right knee, left knee comes behind the right, maybe seeing if you can keep the hands at heart center. Exhale, hands come down to surround that right foot. Inhale to straighten both legs for standing split. Exhale, take a bend to the right knee, step the left foot back. Right foot steps back back to meet the left, taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, keeping the left leg straight, crunching that foot towards the wrist. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, crunch the left knee down the midline, stepping the foot up towards the hand, staying on the ball of that right foot. Inhale to lift the torso, sweeping the arms back. Exhale, fan open the arms, pivoting, planting that right foot, keeping a bend in that left knee. Inhale, slight reach forward. Exhale, left forearm on top of left thigh. Inhale to bring the right arm overhead. Exhale, left palm plants, shifting weight into the left palm and the left foot. Inhale to lift that right leg, maybe the right arm high. Exhale, square the hips towards the mat, hands come through to heart center, body like a capital letter T. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, take a bend to the left knee, right knee comes behind the left. Maybe you play with that balance, keeping the hands at heart center. Exhale, hands come down to surround the left foot. Inhale to straighten both legs for standing split. Exhale, take a bend to the left knee, step the right toes back. Left toes step back to meet them, taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or to a low push-up. Pushing weight into the palms, taking an inhale in your back bend. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Finding those 3 rounds of breath. Coming in for round 3 of this flow. Next, inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, keep the right leg straight, crunching the foot towards the wrist. Inhale, sweep the right leg back. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the nose, stepping the foot up towards the hands, staying on the ball of the left foot. As you're ready, inhale to lift the torso off the thighs, sweeping the arms back. Exhale, pivot and plant that left foot, fanning the arms open to a strong T, keeping a bend in that right knee. Inhale, slight reach forward. Exhale, right forearm on top of right thigh. Inhale to bring the left arm overhead. Exhale, right palm plant, shifting the weight into the right palm and the right foot. Inhale to lift the left arm and left leg high. Exhale, hands come through to heart center, squaring the left hip towards the mat, body like a capital letter T. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, take a bend to the right knee, left knee comes behind the right. Maybe your hands stay at heart center. Adding on from here, exhale, step the left toes back. Taking an inhale to lift the torso. Exhale, hook the left elbow outside of the right knee. Inhale, see if you can deepen the twist. Exhale, right hand reaches back for that left thigh. Inhale to bring the left arm overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down to surround that right foot. Right foot steps back to meet the left, taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, keep the left leg straight, crunching the foot towards the wrist. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, track the left knee down the midline, stepping the foot up towards the hand, stay on the ball of the right foot. Inhale to lift the torso slightly, sweeping the arms back. Exhale, pivot and plant that right foot, arms open out to a strong T, keeping a bend in the left knee. Inhale, slight reach forward. Exhale, left forearm on top of left thigh. Inhale to bring the right arm overhead. Exhale, planting the left palm, shifting the weight into the left foot and the left palm. Inhale to lift the right leg, maybe the right arm high. Exhale, squaring the right hip towards the mat, hands come through to heart center, body like a capital letter T. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, take a yoga, bend to the left knee, right knee comes behind the left. Maybe you keep the hands at heart center. Step the right toes back, meeting in that lunge, and as you're ready, inhale to rise. Exhale, hook the right elbow outside of the left knee. Inhale, see if you can deepen the twist. Exhale, lift the left hand, reaches back for that right thigh. Inhale to bring the right arm overhead. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to surround the left foot. Left foot steps back to meet the right, taking an inhale and plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or to a low push-up. Push weight into the palms, taking an inhale to open up through the chest. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, filling out fully, completely. Exhale, deep sigh out the mouth, let it go, dropping it down onto the knees. Starting to let the heart rate slow, maybe grabbing a sip of water. As you're ready, we'll come to meet on the sits bones with the legs out long in front of us. Taking your time to get there. As you're ready, we'll come in for a simple forward fold. Taking an inhale to find length through the spine, lifting the arms up high. Exhale to fold over the legs. Maybe bringing a bend to the knees to get more into the back, or if the hamstrings are tight. Maybe you alternate straightening one leg. Taking a few more rounds of breath here. Taking a deep inhale, a deep exhale, and as you're ready, slowly starting to rise. And we'll come in for shoelace or half shoelace. So we'll start by crossing the right leg over the left. So that right foot is outside of the left thigh. Feeling free to stay here if you're feeling that stretch in the right hip, or if you'd like, rocking onto the left hip to bring that left foot outside of the right thigh. If you chose to do this, pushing your palms into the feet to lift the seat to try to stack the knees. Once you've settled in, taking an inhale to lengthen through the spine, and exhale to fold over the legs. Starting to take this time to release. Letting go of that Ujjayi breath if you haven't already. Trying to release any remaining tension throughout the mind or the body. Taking a few more rounds of breath. Taking a deep inhale, deep exhale, and as you're ready, slowly starting to rise, uncrossing the legs. Maybe taking a moment to shake out through the knees. Maybe you plant the feet and let the knees fall from side to side. As you're ready, we'll take this on the other side. This time, extending the right leg out long. We'll cross that left leg over the right so that left foot is outside of the right hip. Again, feeling free to stay here if you'd like, rocking onto the right hip, taking a bend to the right knee so that that right foot is outside of the left hip. Again, if you chose to do so, pushing your hands into your feet to lift the seat and stack the knees. And as you're ready, taking an inhale to find length, and exhale to fold over. Acknowledging and honoring any differences you might notice between the right and left sides. Maybe taking one last full body scan. Hopefully your body feels a little lighter, a little less tense. Finding just a few more rounds of breath. Taking a deep inhale, deep exhale, and as you're ready, slowly starting to rise and crossing the legs. Again, maybe taking a moment to shake out through the knees or plant the feet and let the knees fall from side to side. As you're ready, we'll bring the heels up to that top edge corner of the mat, taking an inhale to clasp the arms out in front of us. Maybe you take a slight reach forward. Exhale, slowly lower down onto the back. Shoulders, neck and head, last to get there. When your head reaches the mat, taking a moment to hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Maybe rock a little from side to side to massage that low back. Maybe you take a moment to curl the forehead up towards the knees to decompress the neck. Going ahead and lowering the head if you still have it lifted. And we'll grab for the inner outsides of the feet, gently guiding the knees in towards the armpits for happy baby. Maybe you rock a little from side to side. And as you're ready, we'll hug the knees into the chest one last time. Bringing your arms to a strong T or a field goal. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, letting the legs dip over towards the right. Coming in for that spinal twist. Maybe taking the gaze over that left shoulder. Letting your body melt into the mat. Taking a deep inhale, deep exhale, and as you're ready, bringing the head and the knees back through to center, taking an inhale here, and exhale, letting the knees dip over towards the left, maybe taking your gaze over that right shoulder. Taking this time to slow down, find some peace in the stillness. Taking just a few more rounds of breath. Taking a deep inhale, deep exhale, and as you're ready, bringing the head and the knees back through to center, giving yourself one last squeeze. Feeling free to take any other closing postures you might want, or if you're ready for that final pose, Shavasana, taking it now. Maybe you extend the arms and the legs down long on the mat. Maybe you come onto your side or your stomach. Maybe you come to a comfortable seated position. Whatever final pose you've chosen, taking a deep inhale through the nose, filling up fully, completely. Exhale, deep sigh out the mouth, deflate the low belly, release this practice. Letting your body melt into the mat. Letting yourself feel grounded. Maybe softly closing the eyes. Take rest. You've earned it. to your right or left side. Taking a few breaths in this fetal pose. Letting this pose be a reminder that we can always start over with our next breath. We can always reset with an inhale and an exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, using your strong arms to come to a comfortable seated position if you're not there already. We'll come in for a final breath together. Taking an inhale to bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, deep sigh out the mouth. Hands come through to heart center, closing this practice. Thank you all for tuning in to my video. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. We'll get through this. Watch Bob.